You are now listening to our Breakthrough Podcast presents The Breakthrough Project, airing every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. UK time on the IBM TV network. Now stay tuned for episode 4, part 2 of the captivating conversation with Sean Scales.
Right? Okay. I'm going to speak for me. I was not prepared enough to handle my own plus because I'm a man. And then the man that did that I've seen do it for 27 years left.
Yeah. Ooh. Now, how did you deal with that? Because, all right, so you're taking on this new challenge, right? A relationship, marriage, right? Marriage is so definitive, right? Although the world would lead us to believe that it's not, right? It's not permanent. It's not something that's long term, right? That you can just kind of do, go into it very carelessly. But I'm sure you took it seriously. So you weren't looking for this to go in, to go out. So now your foundation, your right-hand man is gone. How did you deal with that loss, right? Because you had to deal with that. Or did you?
I didn't know what to do or how to do it, right? And it took it. I think that grieving process, because he's 27, brand new marriage, responsibility, bills, all of the above.
Yeah, okay? And a father, you said, new father,
and now father, right? So all of this stuff is on you, and now I have this massive gift over here on the side, right? So what you do with that now? So all these question marks are in your head. These are not excuses. It's just what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So now the great thing was I had an example.
Yeah, that's what it's
and at the end of the day, the great thing was I chose God. I realized I was chosen, but I chose him back. So when all went to hell, I chose him.
Okay, thank God for that, right?
So some people will choose this, whatever, this and the third. Okay, so I told you, some choice. Our experiences are comprised of some choices of some total of our choices. So I chose him, and in return, the Bible says, the steps of a righteous man are ordered by the Lord. Watch this. Key word, Lord. Look at that. Yeah.
Right.
Though he fall, watch this. He will not let him utterly be cast down. So watch the fall. Here's the fall. Went through loss. Okay. Several losses. Then there's a statistic that says marriages end at 5. Typically, we drag it out to 7. So I got divorced at 7 years.
Wow. And 7 is supposed to be completion. Wow.
There you go. Watch this. That's awesome. Completion of what? Showing you that was not what I told you.
Oh, gosh, that is hard. That's how tough pill to swallow.
Watch this. Marriage was supposed to be the foundation, the groundwork for what we were supposed to fulfill in Genesis. But because we're not taught, marriage is now a revealer of what was not supposed to be.
Wow. That's deep.
Marriage was supposed to be fruitful and multiply. But be fruitful and multiply and have dominion over the earth. It's not good for man to be alone. Take care of the earth. But because we were not taught, because of the fallen nature of mankind and the antagonist that helps us fall, marriage has been converted to something that is perverted or a revealer of, you ain't a man, you a dog. Now you went from being my man to now you ain't a man. Now you ain't a dog. Now you ain't nothing you do good enough. But at one point it was. You know why? Because I wasn't supposed to be with you. You were not supposed to be with me in the first place. Yeah, I might have been supposed to get married, but I wasn't supposed to get married right then, right there, and maybe not to the person, and they were not supposed to marry me. All right? So that doesn't mean that either one of us are bad. I'm not calling either one of us bad. What I'm saying is there's two wills, divine and permissive.
Ooh.
Permissive is when something is permitted, like I let it happen. That don't mean I wanted it to happen.
Right. Because wow. Okay. That's I hope people get that, because that's amazing. You're right. You're absolutely right. Because I always have this argument with God. Like, God, why did you give us our free will? Like, listen, if you know I'm supposed to go left, just take me left. Make me go left. Don't tell me, you got a choice. It's the fork in the road. And then I'm going the wrong way. And then I know I should be left anyway. But you're right.
Right.
It's that free will. You're right.
Because
That
you have
permission.
because you have choices. Because you have choices.
Gosh, it
Now
makes things so
you
hard.
have, right, because you have a protagonist and an antagonist, because you're a writer. So you have a protagonist, you have somebody that's with you, we call that God, right? All right, and his administration, God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, his administration, right? His word and his church. Then you have the antagonist. The antagonist's job is to get you away from God, the Son, Holy Spirit, the church, everything wrong with the church, the Bible, faith, all this kind of stuff, right? My job is to come at everything to cut the connection. If I got some ex-thugs and gangsters or somebody who think they gangster or slick, then guess what? When you want to cut off a person from their supplier, you have to come against the connection to their supplier. Because if you come directly to them, oh, I already know what you're talking about. Nah, G, you out of here. I can deal with you. The enemy does not come straight ahead. The enemy does this. He goes around to get you don't think, right? So you have to understand there's a protagonist and antagonist. All right? You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. So anyway, 7 years, right? But in the end, all of going through that, I all of a sudden, now remember I told you, gift giver, gift holder, and the gift itself, right?
Yeah.
So during this process, I started letting go of the gift, and I started saying, listen, I just want to be. Just do me a favor, just let me make it through this, because I ain't never been through this. I don't know what I haven't even been in a relationship. I don't even know what that is.
Wow.
Right? Went through 6 months of counseling, but ain't never been in no relationship.
Wow.
I'm telling you, jokers is unprepared. Oh, I'm sorry.
So you did counseling prior to marriage.
Right, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Wow. We weren't taught. And what I mean taught, we were taught, but there's certain levels of teaching. BET's been our teacher. Lifetime teacher. Magazine is your teacher. MTV. Housewives of Atlanta. That's your teacher. D'Angelo. Jodeci. For those of you up there.
Right. Okay. Let me find out.
Adina Howard. That's your teacher. You know what I'm saying? The guys on the street. The girl in the corner. The this and that. School's your teacher. We got many teachers, but we were not taught.
Yeah.
Right? So then how do we get taught? By going through hard shit and hard times.
Yeah.
Because what that does is it does two things. It strips you, it's supposed to strip you from what's not real, revealers, right?
Yeah, like
you said. Unfortunately, marriage is that in America, because divorce is on an all-time high. Yeah. Okay? Everybody getting divorced every 15 seconds.
And especially now with COVID, honey. Now you really getting revealed because y'all are together.
Now you're together, right? You know what I'm saying? So now you're forced to deal with something, right? Or you're forced to either deal with it or forced to change. See, all things work together for those who love the Lord. God, I keep saying Lord, huh? All things together. So everybody love God. You love God? I love God.
Yes. What's wrong with you? Yep.
Everybody don't love the Lord.
But you're right, though, because it's so funny. I was having this conversation with someone about the difference between being a Christian and being a child of God. That there's a lot of Christians, right? But what does that mean exactly? What does it mean when it comes down to your heart? What does it mean when it comes down to how you treat other people? What does it mean when it comes down to your character, right? When you're stripped of certain titles, you're stripped of certain conveniences, who are you really? So that's deep. Wow. Okay, so 7 years you gave to that. Now you're dealing with the loss, or maybe not, right? Because you're not really sure how to deal with it. Tell me when you got to the point where you came to terms with these two devastating losses and you said, okay, now I have to begin grieving. Now I have to acknowledge what I've been through and I have to heal from it. Talk about that healing process, because that's really important. I want people to get that, because that's where the breakthrough comes.
Yeah. So that's what I was getting to. So, once I let go of the gift, now it doesn't mean I wasn't active, but the gift wasn't as active no more.
Wow.
It was dormant and it looked dead. So now I let go of the gift. So now all you got is the gift holder, and the gift holder feels like crap, right? Yeah. So now the one who chose me without me choosing him was always there choosing me.
Okay.
And he would set people in paths. He set D.F. Taylor in paths.
All right.
Right? He said.
Shout out to ZF. Shout out to ZF.
Yeah. Shout out.
He'll love that one.
He said. He said Jared Cummings in path. He said Pastor Tyus Ned, who was a father when I lost my father, and in that connection, he was a He was a person who was there. And if I walked in the building, the spirit was so strong between us. When we walked in the building, I know sometimes it would make people upset because it looked like I was his, his favorite. We almost look alike. If I stand next, you know what I'm saying? If I came in the building right now with Pastor Tyus, I'm telling you, when we hit it, and you be like, and we never left. But God called that father and son relationship to be a aid to the father and son relationship that's gone.
Yeah.
To help aid you, right? So he set all these people, places, and things in place. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna choose you. I'm gonna choose to hold you. I'm gonna choose to comfort you. I'm gonna choose to restore you. I'm not gonna let the enemy just kill you. Nice. You're gonna feel like you're being killed, but I'm gonna take the brunt of this for you.
Yeah.
All right. And then with in hopes that you're gonna recognize, ask me now. So then I sit down. I had nowhere. I remember, so many different stories, but I had, he said, okay, my man, choir boy, Lawrence Christopher Wright, my barber. I'm sitting here, Tamasha, Mama Sita. My story is like Tyler Perry movie. I promise you make a whole play off it.
Which one?
So, you know what I'm saying? I know. Instead of, little, Daddy's Little Girl. You know what I'm saying? Well, Idris. Everybody love Idris. Yeah. My story is kind of like that, right? So I'm sitting here, I'm working now, I'm in North Carolina, and I'm sitting at my desk and I say, Lord, don't let me stay down too long. Now at this time, I lost my car. My car got stolen. My car had got stolen, and I was lit in a place. I walked out of that place because that place got so bad. I had to walk away. And then I said, Lord,
the place you were living at?
The place I was living at. We were still married, and I said, wow, Lord, I'm going to have to walk. I'm going to have to get something happen. And I knew at that moment somebody was going to die. Wow. And I heard the Lord say, get your stuff together. And then I looked at my kids.
Wow.
I looked at my kids, and they were asleep. And I looked at them, and I said, Lord, don't let me be away too long. Yeah. And I walked out.
Without the babies?
To save my life. I had to save me. Remember, I told you, these are sum totals of gifts.
Yeah.
All right?
Wow.
The gift holder was in trouble.
Yeah.
All right? So I walk out, had nowhere to call. I said, I don't know what to do. Now watch the story. All you're going to hear is me communicating with who? The Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I say, it's February of 2014 or something like that? 2014, 2015. I said, Lord, I don't know where to go. Yeah. Actually, it's 2017. I don't know where to go. He said, call choir boy. I picked the phone up. It's 11 o'clock. He just got off his second shift job. Okay. He said, Sean, if you would have called me 2 minutes ago, I'd have been on the other side of town. Couldn't come get you. I'm right there where you at. I'm coming to get you.
Right on time.
All right. Boom. I go to work. Mama Sita, these are my three angels. Mama Sita says, Poppy, you don't look so good. Now, I had as best as I could. He put me up. I was sleeping, with his daughter in her house. He said, look, I need my man to stay here. Take care of him. Then I had a friend, Tamasha. These are Chris, Lawrence Christopher Wright, Mama Sita, Tanya Mato. I call Mama Sita and Tamasha. All right. So Tamasha, I said, call Tamasha. I said, T, I'm going through it. She was at my church that I was playing at. And I said, look, can you take me to work? She said, okay. Came, picked me up, took me to work. She said, I'll come get you. Just call me. I got you. All right. So I get there. Mama Sita say, Papa, you don't look so good. I say, and this is my second week of training at the job too. So no car, now no place to really live, right?
Yeah.
So I said, Papa, you don't look too good. I said, no, I'm good. She said, no, something else is wrong. So I tell her. She breaks down and cries. She said, wait a minute, where you gonna stay? And I say, I don't know. I just gotta trust God and I'm gonna just go through this day and see what's in it. All right. So here comes quitting time. All right. So job's done for the day. I walk out. There goes Tamasha. I say, T. Now I didn't know. Lawrence told me later. Christopher Lawrence, my man, choir boy. He told me later. He said, look, man, if you needed any, I would have had you, but I didn't know. See, I had convenience.
So you didn't even ask.
Right. Because I ain't never had that.
We have
right?
that before you ask that, right?
Right. So look. So now I say to Tamasha, I say, T, man, can I stay with you? You know, I mean, I just need to get just a couple months. I need to get on my feet, whatever, right? She say, nah, Sean. You know the people already think something anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say that might not go too well.
Look, the church was even looking and trying to figure out what was going on. Why is this cat, I ain't tell y'all, why is this cat don't have a car, but he's playing, he's preaching, he's singing. But I was just so glad to be in the house. Look, see, now the church took on a whole other form. It ain't what the church can do for me. It ain't what you can say for me. I was just glad to just lift my hand.
Right.
I was just glad to have a place of silence for a moment.
I know that's right.
So because nothing was comforting to me, right? So they couldn't figure it out. Then they said, look, they already watching you. They don't know what, you know what I'm saying, or what have you. So I don't think that's going to be in that, you know, all of the above. So, man, big up to my man T. She said, but anywhere you need to go, I'll take you. Now, this is why I say this is a Tyler Perry movie, and this is why I say this is God. All God. This is why I say he's real. I mean, I done had more experiences, but this is why this is how I knew he is real. Watch this. Mama Sita comes all of a sudden. As soon as she says, nah, Sean, but I'll take you wherever I gotta go, wherever you gotta go, wherever you can go. I didn't know what to do at that moment.
Yeah.
Mama Sita comes running out the door. She says, Poppy, Poppy. I turn around. She says, God showed me who you are. You don't belong on the street. You coming to stay with me.
Oh.
You coming to stay with me, Poppy. So then she put me up.
Oh.
All right. So Choir Boy had me, Tamasha had me, and these are my three amigos. These are my three angels.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The last one was D.F. Taylor. That's back in when I was in Columbus, Ohio. That's why I said that. Jerry Cummings, Aaron Hollingsworth. These are the angels that God had around. I'm gonna hold you up.
Right.
I'm gonna keep you. All right. So she put me up. So then I'm at this desk, back at the desk now, because you know she said, Poppy, what you gonna say? And I remember my booking manager, Ernest Barfield, another angel, another messenger to help. I remember where he was staying at in Charlotte, and I was like, I don't know, but I know there's some apartments over here because I'm new to Charlotte. There's some apartments over here, Elemental Park Apartments. So she said, let's go, let's take a look. All right, so we go in. They said, Papa, this looks nice. I said, yeah. Then they come to me and they say, well, the application fee is this and that and the third. Now, mind you, I just started my job, so I ain't got.
Right, you said you were like 2 weeks in.
Yeah, so she said, Poppy, you got anything? I said, no, Mama, I think I'm gonna just have to wait. All right, so she didn't say nothing the whole day. Lunchtime comes, the end of the day, she comes back with a $150 with the application fee. She says, here's the money order. The Lord showed me that you ain't gonna be down too long. Pay me back when you can.
And you asked, you said that. Don't let me be gone too long.
That's right. And she says, here's the keys. Take my keys. Go drive to the thing now, and put the application fee in now. So now I'm back at that desk. Don't let me be down too long. All of this can happen. Now I'm at that desk. Don't let me be down too long, right? All right. So this is, Tamasha said, it's going to take you about 6 months to get back on your feet, right? From the time I walked away, in 48 hours, I had a place to stay, right? Yeah. You know that, right? Okay. So then from that time to this time, I say in 2 weeks, here I am at this desk, and I say, Lord, don't let me be down too long. Phone rings. Mr. Scales, you just been accepted. Congratulations. Come get your keys at Elements on Park Apartment.
Nice.
2 weeks I was away from my kids. Next thing you know, phone call. You know, when people mad at you, they mad. Wait, you gonna be a deadbeat daddy?
Right. That's how the women sound.
I say, I'm gonna text you the address. You can let the kids come in. I still got I took a camera. I got a video camera of the look, and they was 3 and 4. And they came into the apartment. I ain't had nothing. And they told me, Dad, man, this is yours. Oh, man. And I still got the pictures of this. I got the video. I videotaped the video recorded.
I bet it was so cute.
You know what I'm saying? So God had me. And from there, now, if you notice, what's the running theme? Not God coming through, but me talking to God. God was always coming through. Yeah. But I was not talking to him, and I was not listening to him. He's telling me how to move. From there, the next thing that happens is Mama Sita taught me how to catch the bus. I ain't never had to catch the bus in my life.
Wow.
I had
The
to walk
humility,
places.
right? The humility. Wow.
Walk. Boom, boom, boom. This is the third. Now I'm only going where I'm supposed to go. I ain't going where I can go, where I gotta go. I'm going where I'm doing what I need to do. I'm lonely, but he's with me. I'm lonely, but I ain't sometimes had nowhere to do. And then next thing you know, God say, all right, look over here. Here's the mattress. Look over here. This is that. Poppy, here's this. Here's this. Next thing you know, boom, fully furnished. Fully furnished. You see what I'm saying? Kids is watching. They ain't got this in that bed. They ain't got boom. This and the third. And then the Lord says, he issues me a prophecy. He said, you will not have to go to court. You will be the parental parent over your children.
So he was like, you don't even have to fight.
You don't even have to fight. I came up with a song. Mind you, I heard a song. Be quiet. Yahweh will fight for you. I'm sitting there like, but then I'm like, oh, wait. And then he said, now let me tell you what I mean. Be quiet. You a black man. You a black man. So if you go trying to take her to court, if you go all of the above, they're gonna look at you from your skin color and you're gonna be under the gun. Be quiet and watch how things get put together. Next thing you know, certain things don't go certain ways. And I'm sitting, he said, keep yourself, keep a record of this, keep this, keep putting them on, take care of your kids. Put them on your office. He's teaching me what to do. So when things go left, boom, I undergirded him. I had him. Then he says, don't be petty. Not yet. I didn't take the court. I didn't do anything. I just, boom, right? Then he said, something else is coming. Hold tight. Because you ain't got enough yet. They'll bury you.
Wow.
Right? So the next thing that happens is the kids get taken unannounced to me. They get taken 2 years ago. They get taken. And she ended up taking them to California.
Was she allowed to do that?
Now, listen. So
out of state, right?
So then I heard the Lord say, "Now, call your lawyer."
Okay, there you go.
So I didn't know who to call, and everything was put. Even Lisa, she showed me how to get divorced. All right, because you got to be separated for a certain length of time. Well, all this separation, I'm telling you, all of that equaled up to the amount of time. So then he said, you won't have to walk in the court. So then she comes, my friend Lisa, Sister Lisa, she says, you can get an absolute divorce right now for $345, and you won't have to appear. You won't have to appear in court.
Wow.
Then he comes back and said, that ain't all. Be quiet. Okay. Move in silence. So we worked together. We divorced one another. I moved and remained at peace, taking care of my responsibilities, doing the best we can without a custody order. They walk out of the state without a custody order. Then I heard the Lord say, call your lawyer. I called my lawyer. They said, so there's no custody order? I said, no, ma'am. She said, Mr. Scales, what do you want? I said, what you mean? She said, the ball's in your court now.
Wow.
They coming back. This is what the Lord said. I said, well, do I have to go to trial? No trial. Yeah. What do you want? Then I hear the Lord say, don't be petty.
Okay.
So then I say, I want joint custody. I want to be parental custodial parent.
Okay.
And we will work from here to develop trust.
That was diplomatic.
Right?
Kudos to you.
That's because he said, don't be petty.
Right.
What's the running thing now? I'm talking to him, but I'm now following him.
Yeah.
I'm listening. Now, in all of this, all of a sudden, the Lord says, write a book before you say I do. And not tell what you've been through, but tell the experiences that you learned. Don't nobody need a tell-all book. We got plenty enough of that.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
So you don't need another tell-all book. You need a blueprint. It's basically 7 things. You need to be stable. You need to have physical. You need to know about that person's physical. You need to know if they're stable. You need to know financial. You need to know their financial, their mental health. You need to know about their history. Okay? You need to know about their spiritual adherences. They may not serve the God like you serve. And all of the above. You can't just put stuff together. This ain't Legos, homie.
Yeah.
You can't just oh, I'm gonna just grab this woman, and I'm gonna grab this woman, and I'm gonna grab this. No, sir, this ain't Legos, guys. I need you
Wow.
to know before you say I do. I need you to know if you're ready. Do it
Okay.
before you say I do, so you won't get in the marriage and say I ain't ready. That's too late now.
Yeah. Oh my
Okay?
goodness.
So in the industry, and then I'm gonna give you a new beginning. So I write a song called "There's a New Beginning for You." Then he say, look, it's in the blessed business. I'm gonna give you this song. I'm gonna open this door up. You're gonna start writing for people. Oh, by the way, Mrs. Scales, we found your car. It's in Ohio. I called Jerry, my boy. Hey, go pick your car. Your
Who
car
had it?
it was stolen. All right.
And they just
so
finally found
it
it.
was they all. But wait a minute. They found it a few months after all of it. A few months after, so like 2 to 3 months, they found it after I got away from who and what I was not supposed to be connected to. God started bringing stuff. Boom. He's bringing stuff back.
Right. I'm going to restore everything that you lost. Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna humble your behind end, but I'm gonna restore you. I'm gonna humble you. And he says, humble yourself under the mighty hand of God that He may do this. Right? So this started coming up. So now here we come sitting right here now, where you're looking at minister, you're looking at book writer, you're looking at producer, songwriter, father, creator, encourager, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mentor to some. Father to some. You know what I'm saying?
He shaped you and molded you.
But who do I look like? The one I was following. Who do I talk like? The one I was listening to. Right? But and that's why I always say, glory up. I'll say thank you, but I say, glory up. Because of what He did in that period of time. Now He's still bringing me out. It ain't. I'm not fully out, but I'm so further along, and I'm on the tip of the iceberg. I'm on the tip of it where it's like, woo, this is good. Woo, this is getting good. This is getting good where it's more palatable for my taste bud. It don't always feel good, but it's more palatable because I know it's real. See, had I not gone through that, and then God called for a man of God, Apostle Broomfield. He laid hands on me through this process. He laid hands on me. He said, you ain't had a chance to grieve your father, right? And so he said, come up here. And he laid hands on me and he prayed for me. And he said, man, I'm excited. And I felt like the change, the inward cry just fell. Yeah. And I started to walk into my man. I found my manhood again.
Wow.
All right. I found my man strength, the strength again. Yeah. It wasn't in how good I look and how good I sing. It wasn't in how good. Oh my God! Oh! I read your book. It wasn't in that. It was in the fact that He restored me.
Yes.
The rest of this,
that's major.
Is a small description of what He did that y'all don't see. That all I can do is tell you, and you don't even know the half. I can only tell you.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, I know that there's more. And I know that there's more. Oh my goodness. First off, this has been so good. So good. You need to tell the people how they can get a hold of this book, right? Yeah. Where is it now? How can they get in contact with you? And what are you doing now as far as, what's the next step for Sean Scales with everything that you do, with all the hats that you wear? What's next in this gift, right, that you've been given? So talk about that.
Yeah, the next step is continuing to promote. I have a single out that's Billboard charting.
What is it called?
Blessing Business.
Okay.
Yeah. Blessing Business, and playing on the radio. We're promoting it. Getting ready to push it even further. So God made a way. The label, had a meeting that I wasn't privy to, and said, hey, I don't know who this cat is. Y'all need to help them because this is a good record. So God did that. He's doing it, right?
Yes.
So
in this book, where they get this book?
And so you can get the book Amazon, Kindle. It's called Before You Say I Do, Sean Scales, SeanScales, right? But we're also working now, 2022. You plant seeds, but then you go back and you germinate them, right? So I planted a seed as an ebook. So now I'm in the process of making it into a physical hard copy. Right?
Absolutely. I think people need to have it in their hands. Absolutely.
And then thank God for Sister Tamara, Dr. Tamara Hill. Dr. Hill had a conference, and I did my first Before You Say I Do book conference, and I'm talking about it was jam packed.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, this happened already?
Oh, last year. Yeah,
I'm
last year.
sorry,
That thing.
I didn't get an invite. I guess it got
Oh
lost
my
somewhere.
goodness. Yeah, that thing was being posted, and I posted stuff. I'll be sorry. Try to keep my
Book
head, not my heart.
conference.
Yeah, she allowed me to basically do a conference on it,
Okay,
and
interesting.
so yeah, we got to come back. We got to get together. And so I built
Mm-hmm.
up all the stuff. So yeah. So that's in the works. So we're gonna come back. We're going to make it a hard copy. We're gonna come back with that, and then I also have Kingdom Love. That's an album out right now. It's been out
Okay,
for a while,
I
but it's
like
still
that one.
dope, fresh. For all those that you want to listen to something pure, put it in your marriage, your
Yeah.
relationship. Because sometimes you can't listen to D'Angelo because you don't know what he was doing when it first came out and who he was doing it with. So
Oh,
Kingdom
Lord,
Love,
don't get
Kingdom
started.
Love,
Don't get
yeah.
started.
Make you some new memories. Go get that. All
Don't.
right. And I got and so we got Kingdom Love Part 2 getting ready to come out. Getting ready
Okay.
to come out. So that's gonna be dope. Called Y'all Love Music. Gonna have 5 songs. That's gonna be
Okay.
dope. That's coming out. All right.
Okay.
And then let's see, man, what else? I'm preaching.
Oh, yes,
Right there.
that's what you've been doing. That's what you've been
Yeah.
doing on
Great.
our Breakthrough podcast. You've been preaching.
Great. Right. Preaching. I got some stuff I'm gonna be doing with my sons. I got a song called "Say It With Your Chest." So they're gonna be doing
Yeah.
rapping with some kids at the church. So I want to promote them and kind of forge their gifts through my things that are
Yeah.
opening up for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're opening up so I'm able to open doors for others. I'm not the biggest star in the world, not trying to be. Just trying to do the right thing with what I've been given by
Yeah.
following who gave it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Ooh, oh my gosh. So you have a lot going on. I just want you to look into the camera. I want you to tell the people that are watching, even the people that are going to be listening and hearing this audibly, I want you to tell them how they can break through whatever it is they're going through. They may not be going through a loss of a relationship. They may
Right.
not be going through a loss of a parent. They may not be going through these hardships that you discussed, but everybody's going through something right now. So look into the camera and tell them how they can break through. I want you to give your final words and message to them before we go out.
Yeah, it's awesome. How you can break through. You need to make the Lord Jesus Christ your personal Savior. You do need to do that, right? But trust and believe. He's God already. Okay? So
All by himself.
He's already chose you. You just need to choose him. And how you can get your breakthrough is by stop going through the things you're going through. Stop taking yourself through the cycle. You can't get a breakthrough if you keep going through. So there's something that you're doing that's bringing you pain. Stop it.
Okay.
All right? That means arguing with your spouse, arguing with your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? That means if it's leaving you, and watch this, if it brings you joy in 2 seconds but leaves you with 15 years worth of pain. So go to the club if you want to for 2 hours, and then you still drunk, you empty, and you don't know what just happened. You can't remember it. That ain't peace.
Right.
So the first step is to stop doing the things that don't bring you consistent peace, and learn how to be by yourself.
Come on, somebody.
All right. Listen, I'm what 3-4 years going on 3-4 years of divorce, and although I would love to grab up somebody, I got 2 kids. If you got children, you need to choose your kids.
Yeah.
Choose your children. Your children didn't ask to come here.
Yeah.
So I had to make a choice, and God knew I was going to make that choice. That's why he gave me what he gave me. He didn't give me this to say, oh, I got this. I'm black, man. I'm single. That's not why he gave it to me.
Yeah.
He gave it to me because I chose to be a father.
Yeah.
Okay?
And you would take good care of that responsibility.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So choose the things that need you. Choose the things that need you, not what you need to do. Choose the things that you want to do. Choose the things that you need to do. Choose the things that need you. Right? Choose the things that can't pay you back for what you get. My kids can't pay me back for all the stuff I do for them. They can't pay me back for all the hell I take.
And that's the real love. That's the real love right there.
That's the real love, right? So when I can't pay them back, I mean, they can't pay me back, but I can't pay him back, right? So he's pouring into me as I pour into them. When you start choosing the things that are sound, the things that are right, then what you're going to find out is there's going to be a whole sum total of people, places, and things that are around you, just like what you heard from me, Jared, Z.S. Taylor, all these Mamacita, Choir Boy, Tamasha, all these people was here.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I just met these people. I just met Mamacita, right? I didn't know she was a believer. I didn't know what she was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right? So God has already chose you.
He'll make a way.
You got to choose him and choose peace and follow peace and pursue it. That's going to give you a breakthrough. And do me one more favor. I know you gifted. I know you talented. I know you powerful. I know you beautiful. I know you cute. I know you smart. Put that down because that ain't helping you right now.
Yeah.
Right? Put the gift down for a second and get the gift holder together by learning the gift giver. And I promise you, he gonna bring the gift back. And when he do, he does it well. It comes back in waves. Trust me.
Yeah. Wow. I love that. The gift giver, the gift holder. Ooh, okay. That's a good one. That's a good place to land. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for coming to speak to our Breakthrough Podcast. This is a really good one. And this is gonna be fire. When people hear this, this is gonna be fire. They're gonna have to play this back. They have to take some notes. They're gonna have to pray on it and really, really get this word. So thank you so much for being with us. And make sure where can they find you online?
Absolutely. Yeah. My social media pages, Sean Scales on Facebook, and then as far as Twitter, Sean Scales Music, at Sean Scales Music, if you will. Instagram is going to be Mr. Scales, the number 4 life. All right, at Mr. Scales for life. And then my website is www.iamseanscales. www.iamseanscales. You want to email me? It's easy. SeanScalesMusic@gmail.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Again, you are listening to our Breakthrough Podcast. I'm your host, Vernae Taylor. This was such a good one today. It was so rich, so many nuggets that Sean Scales dropped for us today. So we are so grateful. Again, this is the place where we are going to give you the breakthrough map to get you from breakdown to breakthrough, from pain to purpose, from your past to living your greatest story. And we thank you so much. Make sure that you like and subscribe on all social media platforms, our Breakthrough Podcast. And until next time, keep breaking through. Bye. Oh.
Wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Meet like-minded, extraordinary women. Expand your knowledge base and make the right connections.
What NAPFEM is doing and the work that they are creating and honoring women everywhere can't be matched by anything.
Celebrating 20 years of breakthrough networking. NAPFEM.
I think it is extraordinary, first and foremost, but it's absolutely necessary.
NAPFEM is the National Association of Black Female Executives in Music and Entertainment, with 20 networks located across the United States, Canada, and Africa.
It's a place for us to have a voice. It's a place for us to share our voices.
Join NAPFEM and do it today. It's easy.
One of the things that is blessing my life now, 16 years later, is that the genuine relationships that I built in 2002, now those sisters are executives. And it was a NAPFEM sister who hired me.
Join us online at www.nabfem.org.
I am what hunger looks like in America. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 8 Americans who struggle with hunger.